Hi Spartans, thank you so much for listening to our interview with Mr. Hennig today.
Thanks for having me. I know we've worked together on the Misunderstood Moments project that you put together, and I appreciate you taking the time to come ask me a few questions.
Yeah, of course. So let's get started with our first question. So what does inclusion mean to you at Skyline High School, and what do you hope students take away about supporting one another?
Yeah, for me, inclusion at Skyline is about students really being heard and valued and seen. And we want students to be able to come on to campus and have real connections with adults and their peers to make sure that people are taking the time to get to know them as individuals. And on top of that, when individuals need support and resources, that we know our students so that we can get them the support and resources they need to be successful, not just academically, but also socially and emotionally.
Yeah, definitely. I love how you said socially, academically, and emotionally because those three are really the most important to a student. Yeah, so second question.
Yep.
How do programs like Misunderstood Moments contribute to student learning and school culture?
Yeah, I think a project like, or a Misunderstood Moments allows us to authentically get to know individuals and what their lived experience are. And that's an important piece, I think, of what you're doing is basically taking the time to demonstrate who people are and what their lives are like, and it gives us an opportunity to get to know some of our students a little better.
Yeah, definitely. Misunderstood Moments really wants people to see the person and not
Yep.
the behavior.
Absolutely.
Okay, final question. So, why do you think it's important for schools to create opportunities for students to better understand intellectual and/or developmental disabilities?
Well, I think it's important that one thing I've said many times is that when we take the time to get to know people and ask them questions and know their background, we often find out that we have more in common than we do different. And I think that's a big piece of building relationships and making sure all of our students are engaged because we want them to be involved in all things Skyline. And if we take the time to get to know all of our students, we find out that we all have a lot in common.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for your answers. They were very insightful. So, thank you for listening.